What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with entry number 16 of the June Vlog Challenge, which makes it June 16th, 2022. Reason I got this little dude in my lap right now, Chandler. It's his birthday today. Chandler turned 5 today. We've had him in our lives since he was a few weeks old, and we have not looked back. So we have known this little dude for almost 5 years. And even though he drives me crazy, even though he's a bit of a drama queen, like earlier, I picked him up. I just picked him up, held him in my arms. He started coughing, like consistently coughing. And then I put him down and he stopped and just went about his day. So I was like, you are a little asshole. But just want to say happy birthday to this little guy. This little bundle of joy. I love him so much. Brings me so much joy and so many questions in my life as well. Like, why are you like this? Why do you do this? Why do you act like that? Like, I love you, but goddamn, what are you doing with your life? You know, that's how, and my wife is laughing because she agrees. She wholeheartedly agrees. Oh, breaking news, the Warriors just won the NBA Finals. Not the Lakers, so I don't give a fuck. But congratulations to the Warriors. Still a little salty because we were supposed to win the championship this year, and we've pissed it away because reasons. But just that dog is the biggest personality I've ever seen in such a small little creature. And I just couldn't imagine my life without him, that's for sure. So, lastly, happy... Chandler. What? He said, what? I'm licking my bowl.
I love you.
See you?
It's your birthday.
We're going to party like it's your birthday. So apparently they gave him a popsicle today at daycare for his birthday treat. So he got spoiled a little bit.
Did you get a popsicle?
He got a popsicle for my popsicle for my pup. Get a pup. Do not kiss me. You just had dinner. Thank you. Thank you. I could smell it from here. It smelled delicious. I bet it tasted delicious. And now he's doing weird shit. See stuff like this. What is he doing with his life? What are you doing? Freaking weirdo. Love him. Something that's been going on. It's been in the news daily since the day they had kind of announced that they dropped it. There's this picture of something at the zoo that I have heard 1,000 things of what it could be. You know, realistically, people were saying it's just a guy in a suit, or it's just a guy in a hat, or some crackhead that was walking by the camera all dressed in fur or whatever. My first instinct was that I thought it was a skinwalker. Or people were saying a chupacabra or a wolfman or, werewolf of London, but he came to Amarillo, just shit like that. And
It's a publicity stunt to get us new cameras.
It's gotta be, because we got 80 new cameras for the zoo or something like that.
Yeah, that another zoo donated to help us figure out what was going on.
I mean, if you're gonna do it like that, the Amarillo Zoo, because our mayor sure as shit ain't gonna do it. Oh,
That's true.
speaking of which, I ran into her yesterday. Not to get political, not a fan of our mayor, really not. Voted for her the first time she got in. I was happy because I'm like, yay, a female mayor, this is awesome. And then 2 years into her, term, I was like, she's a piece of shit. I did not vote for her in re-election, and she won in a landslide, which I think smelled a little fishy, but that's just me.
That's her in general.
So we went to Pizza Planet last night and grabbed pizza before we went over to my sister's. And I'm sitting there talking to the people at the counter because I worked with 75% of them that were up there. And, like Cody and Monkey and Carl and Richard and everybody. Yeah, Richard. If you're watching, you piece of shit. I'm just kidding. And then she walks by and she just smiles at me like she's already running for re-election. Like she just walks by like, it's like a beauty pageant and just smiles at me. And it took me a minute because I'm like, Who? Okay, she looks really familiar. Who is that chick? Because the first thing I thought it was, oh, maybe it's an old teacher that I had. Because she looks like she's an old teacher that potentially could be an alcoholic, but hides it kind of well. And I'm like, the second, because she was going to the outside, she went outside, and the second she left the door, I was like, that's the fucking mayor. I was like, oh my God. And I smiled back at her. I was like, damn it, if I knew who that was, I probably would have gave her like a side glare, like a shun, or she's a witch, or something like that, but I decided not to cause a scene because she was parked in the car next to ours in the parking lot, so I could have made a scene if I wanted to, but nah, I didn't want any beef. I didn't want any drama. So there you go. So I ran to the mayor and dang it, missed an opportunity. But anywho, so back to the creature at the zoo. It's probably some dude in a suit, and it's probably just because somebody posted it, and that's why I'm talking about it. Is somebody posted it in one of the groups I'm in, Tales from the Dark, and they're from Canada, so they're like, this Texas town, this happened in it, and it made Canadian news, and I'm just like, holy shit. But they're like, the person was like, what do you think it is? What do you think it is? I'm like, well, everybody here is saying it's a dude in a suit, but I want to believe, is what I said. I still believe.
Oh, God.
What? That made Canadian news?
Yes.
Crazy.
I'm embarrassed.
Absolutely freaking crazy. And like, some people are like, this small town in Texas. I'm like, bitch. Well, yeah, if it's not Dallas or Houston or Austin, it's a small town in Texas. I'm like, bitch, it's average size. Average is good. Average is nice. But small, that's not nice. Anywho. You caught my drift. If you catch my drift. Anyway, the polls.
You try to hide it.
Exactly. Anywho. So, I posted 2 polls today because I felt bad because I didn't post one yesterday. The first one, let's see what my wife says on this one.
Okay.
Would you rather have to eat pizza every single day for the rest of your life or never eat pizza again?
Never eat pizza again.
Wow! No, you guys voted that you all would eat pizza every single day for the rest of your lives. I'm on the fence about it. It was something that I found on the Would You Rather app. I was playing it last night before I fell asleep. And I was like, you know what? I probably would eat pizza every single day, but I wouldn't enjoy it. But if I had to, it's like one of those things, like I'd rather have you in my life and hate you than not have you in my life at all type of thing. Because it's just like, after a while you just get tired of eating the same thing over and over and over again. But I'd rather have pizza in my life rather than not. But I can see where she's coming from. Definitely. I can see the other side of the fence.
I know how to cook, and you know how to cook. So we could just make pizza with it not being on a crust and still have pizza in it.
I think that's called spaghetti or lasagna or anything Italian. It's pretty much pizza just with missing ingredients or added ingredients. Pretty much is what that is. But I mean, I love pizza enough that I would probably do it every single day. The second question I asked was, how long would you survive in a horror movie? Would you be one of the first to die or survive to the credits?
I would surrender myself at the beginning.
I would survive to the credits. If anybody's going to survive a horror movie, I think it'd probably be me and like 1 or 2 people that I know.
No, the only person in our friend group making it to the credits is Jess.
Oh, Jess. And then I'm going to follow her lead. And I think we could both make it.
You're going to trip on a carpet and die.
Trip on a carpet. Wow, ye have little faith. Jesus Christ. First of all, I'd be like the dude at the end of Friday the 13th Part 2 where, a bunch of the counselors go to the bar the next town over. And they're like, hey, let's go back to camp. And this guy's like, no, I'm going to stay here and hang out and drink and have a good time. Besides the drinking part, I'm going to be that guy. Like, no.
You'll never be in the thick of it to begin with.
It's like, you guys, I'll catch up with y'all. I'm going to go eat some pizza because, I have to because it's my daily thing. And then I'll catch up with y'all later. And then I get back to camp and everybody's either been murdered or taken to the hospital. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be that guy at the end of Friday the 13th Part 2.
That's more realistic.
That one, that's the only way I would survive. Like, hey Colin, we're gonna go check out Summit Elementary. We're gonna break in. You game? Nah, man. I'm gonna have a pizza date with my wife instead. I'm gonna go to Pizza Planet with my wife. You guys have fun though. And then I hear on the news the next morning, 5 friends were found dead and murdered with their throats slit and at Summit Elementary. Like, yeah, that's why I don't do stupid shit. Because of reasons like that. So obviously for the 30-day, actually, first what I'm going to do is the photo challenge. Of course, I posted a picture of Chandler. I took probably the best picture of Chandler that I've ever taken in my entire life.
It was
tonight.
So cute.
To the point where my friend Melinda said, my daughter wants your dog. And I'm like, absolutely not. And then, she was like, don't let me go. I want to stay here. I don't want to leave.
Is that my baby boy?
I don't want to
Is he my
leave.
best friend?
This is my best Chandler. Chandler's my best friend.
Are you my bestest double friend?
He's so freaking cute.
Are you my bestest double friend?
And then one of my piglets, David, commented on it and said that his eyes look like a filter, but I know that they're not.
No, he's just such a most perfect little
So y'all go check out my Instagram or my community tab or my Twitter or my Facebook, and you guys will see it's probably the best picture I've ever taken of him. Sorry that my dinner's bag is in the background. We had Outback for DoorDash. DoorDashed Outback tonight, so that DoorBack for AppDash, Outdash. So we had that so that she could play the new game that she bought. She bought Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Is that what she bought? Odyssey. It takes place during the Roman Empire era. And so far what I've seen, of course, I passed out and took a nap for a little bit because apparently that's what I'm doing now. And now I'm take a nap before I go to bed type of guy because I've done it like twice this week now, 2 or 3 times this week now. But from what I've seen, it's really cool. Not to give too much away, but the opening sequence, you are part of the 300. You're like the leader of the 300, which is really freaking cool. Because I've always been like, it'd be kind of cool to have like a 300 like video game. And it gives you a little snippet of that, which I thought was pretty awesome. But anywho, so yeah, took a picture of Chandler. He's my cute little boy. And the 30-day music challenge was a song by a band or artist that's no longer around that you wish was, or something like that. So I posted a song. What?
Waiting.
I posted a Vinnie Vincent Invasion song because I wish that those guys were still together, but they kicked Vinnie out and became Slaughter, and then Up All Night, Sleep All Day became their #1 song, and all that good stuff. And I just really wish that Vinnie would get his shit together and actually cooperate with the band for once in his life, but it's never going to happen. No. So who would you choose? What would you choose?
Space Oddity.
Space Oddity?
David Bowie.
David frickin' Bowie. Of course, you could pick any David Bowie song, but I mean, that's a really good song.
Well, yeah, but it was supposed to be just one, and that's, I already said, Dance Magic Dance.
Yes, you did.
So I had to go with Space Oddity.
Yes, you
my
did.
second favorite.
Yes, you did. I mean, I was like, okay, is there anybody that's dead that I wish wasn't dead? I mean,
David Bowie!
There's a few, like Chester Bennington from Linkin Park.
Oh, yeah.
Or Chris Cornell from Soundgarden. I wish those guys were still alive and kicking.
Bowie.
Or David Bowie, or who else? David Bowie or David Bowie. But you already said David Bowie in yours twice now, right?
Yes.
Twice,
I'm
yeah.
just doing different songs,
Yeah.
not different artists.
I'm trying to do different artists, but I was like, no, there's a band that I wish was still together. It was Vinnie Vincent Invasion. They only did 2 albums before they were like, this Vinnie guy's an asshole. We're going to go for him, Slaughter. Screw that guy. And of course, as a Kiss fan with the Kiss connection, I'm like, I just really wish he would have been better. It's like one of those things where your parents aren't mad at you. They're just disappointed. That's just what I am in Vinnie Vincent. I'm not mad at him. I'm just disappointed in him. But yeah, so that's the song that I chose. So, birthday boy, you want to say bye? Chandler? You want to say bye? Say bye. Cute little. You just lit the camera. Alright, guys, I'm going to get out of here. This has been going on long enough. Thank y'all so much once again for dropping by. And always remember my little piglets. Colin Pork Chop loves y'all the most. So y'all take it easy, guys. And I'll talk to y'all's tomorrow's. Bye, guys. She says bye all so
I'm
much.
sorry. I have a thing in my eye. Bye.
Bye. She has a thing in my eye. Bye. Hi, bye.